tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. All right, a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for him.
I don't think anyone expected to see his production drop off the way it has over the last few games. But I have to credit the defenses he's been facing. They've done their homework, and they're finding ways to hold him down. And now he needs to find new ways to beat them.
So let's take a look at the starters for Kansas City. We've got Campaign, and it's Shibwe in its center, locking down the middle. And for Cincinnati, Chuma Okeke is out there with Omer Yurtseven. Then it's Cole Anthony, and it's Martin in a two-guard. Clark, heading into the postseason, some teams have bet it all on star power, while others have bet on chemistry.
Hey, I think continuity and chemistry are really the most important components to winning the championship because every team in the league has talent. Some have more talent or more superstar talent, but you've got to have a chemistry, a continuity, a connectedness that helps you work through the tough spots in the season and certainly in the playoffs.
Here's Livers. Pass to Okeke. 6 to shoot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
He's off on the first. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Lawson. Pass to Payne. From downtown, it's rebounded by Yurtseven. And it's Cincinnati's ball. Anthony with it. The shot from the low post is good.
And just making the defender look downright silly.
And then exploded to the bucket for the finish. That was just an outstanding play from start to finish.
Now here's Jones. Beyond the arc. And Kansas City misses again. Martin outside. Yurtseven, a screen on Payne. For three, Anthony. Rebounded by Shibwe. For Kansas City, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And he makes it.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And here's Anthony. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. Here's Yurtseven. Knocks down the long J.
Part of the job description as a guard, but Anthony relishes the chance to get his teammates good looks.
For Kansas City, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Pass to Shibwe. Some nice ball movement here by Kansas City. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Okeke. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Anthony with a bucket.
Nice, smooth jump shot from Anthony. I like him in that medium range area.
And it's in there.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Cincinnati has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Anthony against Payne. There's the three. Livers' shot is off. For Kansas City, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside Payne. Kansas City needs to get off a shot. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Livers. Fires the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now 1 for 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Martin. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Now Payne from behind the arc. And it's Martin with the rebound.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
From deep. Offensive board. Puts up a three. Shot's good by Livers. Livers got 6 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Martin outside. From the arc. It's hauled in by Cincinnati.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
Pass to Anthony. Now here's your 7. Anthony right side. Here's a Kiki. Launches it. Here's your 7. Uses the glass on the layup. Your 7's got his second basket.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. And with a break in the action, here's a look at the shooting guards who have been putting on a passing clinic and chalking up the assists this year. Left side, Jones. Jones with a screen on Anthony. And here's Payne outside.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Anthony finds Martin. And here's your 7. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Anthony. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Now here's Martin, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Martin. 9-point game. Anthony misses. Now Martin. He's got 5. Outside Payne. Back to Martin. Fires for 3. And it's Okiki with a rebound. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for Cincinnati.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
Now here's Martin. Outside Payne. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Your 7's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Martin, the pass to Anthony. Inside. Here's your 7. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Your 7's got 7 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Lawson, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Payne with the bucket.
He was cold, but that basket might get him going. 1 for 6 now.
Cincinnati leading by 9. Martin outside. Pass to your 7. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot for 3. Anthony. Rebounded by Shibwe.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Lawson. Martin takes it in. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Pass to Livers. Now here's your 7. Cincinnati working the ball around now. Misses the three. And Kansas City shooting about 40% in the early stages of this game. Here's Martin. No good from outside. Cincinnati leading by 7. To the inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Cincinnati.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Cincinnati making a change here. Council's checked in. Kansas City also making some changes. Bamba's checked in for Jones. And Branham subbed in for Martin.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. And so he hits both. And so it's Kansas City with it. 9-point game.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they crossed that line.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, they seem to be forcing things out there, trying too hard, pressing. When you do that, the turnovers pile up quickly. He got the room he needed and knocked it down. That's a quality shot.
Pass delivers. Here's Council. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And Cincinnati making a change here. Hood Schifino's checked in. Here's Branham. 15 in his last outing. And that one drops for him.
I just love the ball movement.
And so Anthony will bring it up for Cincinnati. They lead by 4. Six on the shot clock. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Mo Bamba.
And when it comes to efficiency, Anthony's strongest suit is at the line.
Cincinnati shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
And the word is they challenge each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. And so it's Kansas City with it, trailing by 5. Pass to Payne. Here's Lawson. He's guarded by Anthony. And here's Payne outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Payne's got 5 points.
He's only 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into some kind of rhythm.
Here's Council. Anthony, the pass to Yurtsevens. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
More than capable of running point. Anthony, a gifted passer, really has good vision.
Now here's Payne. He's got 5. From outside the arc. And Kansas City another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Hochefino. Yet to see a basket. On the wing, Anthony takes the 3. Lawson with a rebound. And Kansas City shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Branham passes to Bamba. And the bucket is good. And Kansas City leads by 1.
When you look at Bamba, he has extraordinary length. And because of that, he's able to finish over most defenders.
Hochefino's shot is off. And Kansas City with possession. They're on a 20-7 run. Outside Payne. The 3. It's hauled in by Cincinnati.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
Council with the bucket.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
Payne with it. Bamba, a screen on Anthony. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Cincinnati. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Cincinnati?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Setting the floor for Kansas City, we've got Mo Bamba, and it's Travers in at the 3. The 3 from Bamba. Rebounded by Leons.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Beekman. Pass to Branham. Here's Reese to the wing, right side. Some nice ball movement here by Kansas City. Offline with a 3. Cincinnati leading by 3. Here's Brown. Reese with the rebound.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's Branham. 5 points in the game. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. Branham's got 8 points.
He was free to fire at his leisure there, not much resistance.
For Cincinnati, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Mobley. Lets the 3 fly. Out of bounds. It'll be Kansas City's ball. With this pause, let's update you on the best rebounding teams in the NBA over the previous 10 games.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
Traore's checked in for Cincinnati. Kansas City has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Beekman. Here's the floater. Fires from deep. And Kansas City another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Leons. Still no points. Pass to Brown. Tipped away. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Basket counts. And now it's a 5-point Kansas City lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Cincinnati calls timeout. For Kansas City, Jones, he's checked in for Reese. Martin comes in for Travers, and Payne is subbed in for Beekman. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Anthony outside. Well, Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim. You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's a Kiki. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Shot clock at 5. Count it. Good. Anthony's got 10 points.
Prepared to let it fly. Anthony was just waiting for the rock.
Pass to Bamba. Rebounded by Leons. Cincinnati has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Council with the bucket. And now just a three-point Kansas City lead.
You don't expect him to bust out the spin move, but that adds to the element of surprise.
Jones finds Payne. Back to Jones. And here's Martin. There's the triple. Anthony grabs the board. For Cincinnati, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Launches a three. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
This has been Anthony's night for sure. Everything going exactly right for him at the offensive end.
Outside Payne. Pass to Martin. Jacks up a three. Drills it from deep. He's got 10.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Martin. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Here's Anthony. And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got 7 points here in the quarter. Kansas City has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Bamba, the screen on Anthony. Pass to Bamba. Takes a three. And Kansas City another three.
You know, he's a proven shooter from distance, guys, despite his size. Bamba's got a nice feel for when he should pull the trigger on that shot.
Here's Council. 9 points for him in his last game. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Martin, the pass to Jones. Good on the shot.
Sees his man. Threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Kansas City?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Cincinnati making a change here. Yurtseven's checked in. Shibwe's checked in for Kansas City. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for Cincinnati. 7-point differential. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It's a quick turnaround on the road, just one game. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Anthony's got 17.
Keeping his eyes locked in on the rim, Anthony made that hard shot look easy.
Pass to Martin. The three. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 17. From deep. Here's your 7. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now here's Jones. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Council. Pass to Okiki. Anthony right side. The 3 ball. That misses. He's 7 for 14 on the night. And here's Payne. Give him 8 points now. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Council. Pass to Okiki. There's a screen by Okiki. 3-pointer, Anthony. Yurtseven. And the rebound goes to Kansas City. Shibwe's got 4 rebounds now. Back to Martin. Here's Branham. 3-pointer. Council with a rebound. It's Anthony on the take. And Anthony slams it in.
Turning on the afterburners on the drive. Good to see Anthony using his athleticism in these situations.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over.
You know, he recognized his players were fatigued and needed to catch their breath. Those guys were cooked out there.
He's checked in for Council. Lawson, he's checked in for Kansas City. And now a look at the sharpest of shooters during the last month. Here are the 3-point leaders among 2 guards. Here's Shibwe. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Now here's Anthony. 4-point game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Martin. Rebounded by Shibwe. Shibwe's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Lawson to stop the drought. And the 3-pointer goes. Lawson's got 5.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Now here's Martin. Pass to Anthony. Martin with a screen on Payne. Here's Anthony. Looking now at some numbers for him.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Kansas City leading by 5. Martin outside. Pass to Jones. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
Hey, you'll take as many high percentage looks as you can get.
Here's Livers. There's a screen by Anthony. Livers' shot is off. And Kansas City shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Now here's Payne. Give him 8. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Cincinnati.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Martin inside. He's against Martin. Martin misses. And Kansas City shooting a solid 50% throughout the season. Oh! What a hammer! Oh, man!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Cincinnati calls timeout. Martin outside. Here's 7, a screen on Martin. For 3, Martin with the bucket. Martin's got 5. Kansas City leading by 6. Outside Payne. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of this game. Count it. He's got 10. And Cincinnati has possession. Anthony, the pass to Yurt-7. 4-3. And again, it's Cincinnati with a 3.
He played well in the first quarter, but now he's taking it to the next level.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Pass to Akiki. Now here's Yurt-7. He's closely guarded. And the layup is good off the glass. Yurt-7's got 6 points in the quarter. Now Payne. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
At the line for 1.
And that concludes the first half. Kansas City on top. They lead by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story. Things are going well.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. Fellas, what do you say we take a look now at the power rankings?
Taking a look at Kansas City, they're pretty entrenched in their power ranking spot. Hard to see much movement from them this late in this year.
And that's not a problem for them. They have a great roster and all the tools they need to make a lot of noise in this postseason.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Cole Anthony. Man, is he getting it done today?
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And Cincinnati has possession. Omaha 7 out there with Chuma Okeke. Then it's Cole Anthony, and it's Martin in at the 2. Now here's your 7, guarded closely. Doesn't go that time. Kansas City leading by 8. And for Kansas City, we've got Campaign and it's Shibway in at the 5, down low. Pass to Martin, on the wing, Jones. Some nice ball movement here by Kansas City. Clock at 4. Free throw line jumper. No good, off the front rim.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And for Cincinnati, they've got Chuma Okeke, also a Marriott 7 up there. And it's Martin in the shooting guard. Anthony with a bucket.
Clever call by Anthony there, using the pick and roll to create an opening.
Pass to Lawson. Back to Payne. This one for 3. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Anthony. 25 points in the game. Over to the wing. Here's 7. Passes to Okeke. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Martin outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by your 7.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Here's Livers. 6 points for him. And your 7 gets it to go. And now it's just a 4-point Kansas City lead.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
To the paint. And the dunk by Jones.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Lawson. He's got 5. Outside Jones. Here's Martin. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. 3 points. And now a 9-point Kansas City lead.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Here's 7. Off the left rim and out. For Kansas City, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Payne, the pass to Martin. Here's Lawson. Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Cincinnati has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Anthony outside. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Anthony's got 27 points.
Tough to know if Anthony's going to drive by you or pull up. He's got both in his package. Had the defender on his heels there with the slick handles.
Here's Lawson. Outside Payne. Pulls it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Yurtseven's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Yurtseven a screen.
Kansas City foul call. Martin. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Anthony with it. 27 points for him. Yurtseven a screen on Martin. Just 5 to shoot. Martin with the bucket. And now just a 4-point Kansas City lead.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And with 3 games remaining in the regular season, here's how the East stacks up. You look at Cincinnati, 6th best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note.
Checking out Cincinnati. They're so focused on holding their ground now in the last month of the season. And of course, missing the play-in tourney means extra time to rest. They know how crucial that is for the playoffs.
Here's Lawson. He's got 5. Martin finds Jones. Now here's Payne. And there's the screen. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Payne's got 16 points.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Yurtseven a screen on Payne. Martin outside. Yurtseven a screen. Here's the 3. Martin misses.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Payne, pass to Lawson. Martin outside. Pass to Payne. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Count it. Martin's got 5 points now this quarter.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Here's Lawson. Back to Payne. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 18.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Charity stripe shot, and again it's Cincinnati.
Kept moving and found an opening, staying active. Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
Outside Payne. Pass to Martin. From downtown, it's hauled in by Cincinnati.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Back to Payne. The floater, and that one's good. Payne's got 20. And so Anthony will bring it up for Cincinnati. Trailing by 5. Cincinnati calls timeout. Schifino's checked in for Cincinnati. Branham's checked in for Kansas City. All right, let's take a look at the highest scoring teams over the past month in the NBA.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
On defense, Kansas City leading by 5. Cincinnati working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Yurtseven, a screen on Payne. Second shot opportunity, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Kansas City.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
And so it's Kansas City with it. 2-point game. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Here's Branham. He's guarded by Martin. And that one, good. Branham's got 15 points.
That's really a great move if you can pull it off, especially against tight defense.
Pass to Livers. Here's Akiki. Still without a bucket. Fires for 3. Lawson with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Pass to Hood Schifino. Here's Akiki, defended by Jones. There's a screen by Okiki. Hood Schifino hits the three-pointer.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Branham. 17 points in the game. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got 9 points here in the second half.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
Here's Hood Schifino. Here's Livers. Out of bounds. It'll be Kansas City's ball. For Kansas City, Bamba's checked in for Shibwe. Reese comes in for Jones. Beekman comes in for Martin. Kansas City leading by 6. Here's Beekman. Pass to Branham. Takes the 3. Here's Beekman. Here's Lawson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Branham. Rebounded by Leons. Here's Hood Schifino. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. Brown scanning the floor. Reese with the rebound. Kansas City has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. And here is Bamba. He's got 5. Here's Branham. And Kansas City misses again.
You can't seem to find the range here in the second. You did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
Pass to Hood Schifino. And he gets the bucket. Hood Schifino's got 5 points. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Here's Beekman. Takes it inside. Soft touch off the glass. He has 7.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Hood Schifino. 5 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Pass to Livers. 19-footer. A nice shot by Hood Schifino. Here's Beekman. They lead by 4. And he lobs it up top. Here's Reese. Some nice ball movement here by Kansas City. Here's Bamba. Rebounded by Leons. Leons got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hood-Schifino. Rebounded by Branham. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Beekman. And here is Bamba. Here he goes. And he gets that one. Beekman's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
And here's Brown for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Kansas City on top, up by 6. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Setting the floor for Kansas City, we've got Mo Bamba, and it's Reese in at the 4-man position. Pass to Travers, lets it go from deep, drops in the 3. Travers has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Mobley, a screen on Payne. Anthony, the pass to Mobley. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now here's Bamba. Branham. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Council. Anthony, right side. Over Payne. Anthony misses. Kansas City leading by 8. Here's Travers. Pass to Bamba. Beyond the arc. Travers, no good. And it's Anthony with the ball for Cincinnati. Mobley, a screen on Payne. 3-pointer, Anthony. He can't hit that time. For Kansas City, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Now here's Payne. Down low. Here's Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
Here's Anthony. Cans it from short range. Anthony's got 33.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Payne, the pass to Bamba. Left side, Payne. Pass to Travers. Up top, Payne. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Leons. Leons got rebound number 5 here tonight. Payne against Anthony. Here's Hood-Schifino. Off target from the baseline. Here's Travers. Pass to Branham. Here's Payne. He's guarded by Anthony. Now here's Bamba. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. And here comes the break. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Kansas City leading by 6. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. That shot wide open. Reese has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Pulls up. Yes! He nails it!
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. He's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Branham misses.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now here's Anthony. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Here's Reese. Now Payne. Out to the wing. Pass to Travers. Here's Reese. Three-pointer. Anthony grabs the board. Here's Council. With some arc. And he lays it up and in.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
Kansas City leading by 5. Here's Travers. And Kansas City misses again. Cincinnati has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Back to Anthony. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Payne on the bounce. And it's good for 2. Payne's got 9 points now in the second half. For Cincinnati, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. There's a screen by Anthony. To the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Pass to Travers. Releases from 15. It's hauled in by Cincinnati.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Count that bucket. And now just a 3-point Kansas City lead.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Here's Payne over Anthony. The shot by Payne, no good. For Cincinnati, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
A solid facilitator, Anthony, using that inherited, or DNA, if you will, instinct for passing.
So both teams making some changes here.
Ricky pencils the ball. 1 shot.
And it's tied up with that one. And Kansas City shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Some nice ball movement here by Kansas City. Pass to Jones. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Anthony's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Over Jones. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got 6 here in the quarter.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Now here's Martin. Martin a screen. And here's Payne outside. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Cincinnati has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Martin, the pass to Anthony. To the right side. Here's Okeke. No good on the 3. And Kansas City shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. To end the run, Martin misses. Well, Cincinnati shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. He takes it in. Council. And Yurtseven gets it to go. And it's a 4-point Cincinnati lead.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding it.
Payne for 3. He buries it from 3. Payne's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Martin. Pass to Payne. 4-3. And Kansas City another 3.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. Here's Okeke. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Kansas City. Shibwe's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Martin pass to Payne. To take the lead. Oh, no good.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Payne with it. Out of bounds. It'll be Cincinnati's ball.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Cincinnati calls timeout. Cincinnati making a change here. Livers is checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Cincinnati was getting across in their huddle. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Anthony fires. No stopping him from 16 feet out.
Just like his dad, Cole Anthony, coming through when the game is tight.
Oh, sick crossover and the bucket.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Anthony outside. From deep. Ooh, the shot misses. Here's Lawson. He's covered by your 7. Jones outside. And there's a pick. Clock at 6. To take the lead. Oh, it's off. Cincinnati has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. 1:25 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Can't get it. And Kansas City shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the 4th quarter. Yes, sir! That one goes!
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And so Anthony will bring it up for Cincinnati. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Now here's Anthony. That's all.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the 4th, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Cincinnati calls timeout.
Cincinnati timeout call.
Second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Puts up the tray. It's off. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Boy, those were big free throws right there. It's exactly how you want to close out a game.
Anthony! Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for Kansas City, Martin. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so it's Kansas City winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.